No, girl, imagine having that man's baby and you start to feel like super about your new body, and instead of giving you like mommy makeover money, he just goes, "Aw, babe, you should like come to the gym with me."
Yeah, because the mommy makeover money is going to baby food, diapers, and all kinds of other baby-related stuff, as is usually the case when a couple has a newborn, so get off your thermal exhaust port and go to the gym. Yeah, crap like this is why a lot of men get vasectomies.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic.
She says so confidently while looking directly into her phone camera and not noticing the irony.
What the hell is even that?
It's gotten so bad to the point that if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day. I was walking on the sidewalk earlier and I saw a cute guy in his car, so I waved at him and he smiled back at me. And obviously he drove away after that, but I was like, oh my god, a cute guy? This was at 6:50 p.m. and it's 7:17 now, and I'm still like, aw, oh my god. And I feel like this is going to power me through my evening, like, wow, an actually cute guy.
Yeah, and that poor guy went to sleep that night having spent the entire day without seeing any beautiful women.
It's sad, isn't it?
So I got off the dating apps a couple months ago because, they just kind of suck. But last month truly solidified my decision to never return to those apps, and it's not for the reason that you think. So basically, my best friend found out from some guy that there was somebody on the dating apps that were using her pictures, like they were basically catfishing, pretending to be her. So she asked me, will you make a fake profile, like as a guy, and then like swipe through and see if you come across my profile? So I'm like, yeah, girl, I got you. So I make a fake profile. Now I'm pretending to be some man, and I'm swiping through all the women to find my friend. Y'all, when I tell you, I was swiping 10 after 10 after 10 after 10, like gorgeous woman after gorgeous woman after gorgeous woman, all of them with very well thought out profiles, all of them with hobbies and interests, who want long-term committed relationships, all of them who are like clearly putting a lot of effort into this. And like I couldn't run out of options. It seemed like no matter how many times I swiped, there was always another 10 waiting for me. And it just made me think, like, if this is what it's like for them, I'm seeing why partially they don't take women that they meet on dating apps that seriously. Because like, if I match with this girl and she's not immediately what I want her to be, she's not vibing with what I'm vibing with, I ask her if I can come over at 10 o'clock at night and she don't want to do it, I'm just gonna get back on the apps and find somebody that will. Like, just swipe one more time and you'll find somebody who probably looks even better than her, who's probably even more of a match for me.
So basically, you quit dating apps because you realize that the top tier men you want have almost unlimited options, and you couldn't hang with the competition.
This chain of logic is correct, and what is correct is sacred.
Well, I gotta hand it to you, sweetie. At least you acknowledged your own limitations.
I was speaking to my friend this morning and we were sharing all of the horrific experiences we'd had with our abusive ex-boyfriends, and the common theme that kept cropping up again and again
was that you picked them.
Bingo! Yahtzee!
Was a denial not just of our feelings but of our humanity, which is a manifestation of a lack of empathy. And it made me think about how men are socialised to treat women this way, and the fact that throughout history, men have been socialised not only to view women as objects for their own gratification, but to hate and punish women who express emotion.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That's the biggest load of BS I've heard in a long time. Sweetie, Western men are conditioned by Western society to not only accept your emotions, but also walk on eggshells around them. And the vast majority of Western men actually do that. Except, of course, for the bad boys that you lovely ladies keep picking, and the ones who are finally starting to understand female behavior and refuse to play your games. But You're partially right about something, though. A lot of us men, myself included, have stopped dealing with emotional women because we're tired of seeing you lovely ladies burst out crying whenever life throws you even a slight inconvenience.
Weakness completely revolts me.
But if we're gonna talk about who doesn't have empathy for who...
Also talk about how men don't have the privilege to see their children. Women initiate more than 70...
Men don't get to see their children.
That is the entirety of the video, but she posted a follow-up. Want to see?
Apparently, I ruffled some feathers by laughing at you. But I'm gonna continue to laugh at you, and continue to laugh at men, and also pick-me's that support you. I'm gonna laugh at all of you, because that is the only proper response.
I did not interview men for the first 4 years of my study. And it wasn't until a man looked at me one day after a book signing and said, "I love what you have to say about shame. I'm curious why you didn't mention men." And I said, "I don't study men." And he said, "That's convenient." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because you say to reach out, tell our story, be vulnerable." Else.
Bruh. So maybe the reason that some men treat you without empathy is because that's exactly how you treat them.
It's so funny because most of my following on this count are men that would probably actually hate me in real life. I will never have children. I will always prioritize my career and my life over finding a man or having a family. I am a feminist and a liberal.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Don't run too fast.
Yeah, you're saying that now when you're still young and still getting male attention. But when you're gonna get older and stuff starts to sag and the men forgot you exist, the only ones that are gonna be running away from you, sweetie, are your own cats.
You're goddamn right.
My mom didn't get pregnant for the first time until she was 37. That's when she had my sister. She was 39 when she had me, and she had my brother when she was 41. She had no issues getting pregnant, no issues with her pregnancies. So for any woman stressed about timeline, marriage, kids, like, it is okay to start later. You have time.
Yeah, and famous streamer Amaranth got late-stage ovarian failure at age 29. Pause to read if you want. Also, I know of 2 women who ran out of eggs in their early 30s, so no, you might not, in fact, have as much time as you think. But you see, that's the problem with a lot of women. They see an exception, or a rare case of something, and immediately think, yeah, she's gonna be like that. If that woman got pregnant at 37, she can do it too. If 55-year-old Lauren Sanchez with 3 kids from 2 baby daddies managed to marry billionaire Jeff Bezos, she's gonna marry a billionaire too.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
But you see, reality says different, and unfortunately for them, most women who think that way end up like this.
They call her the cat lady. People say she's crazy just because she has a few dozen cats. But can anyone who loves animals that much really be crazy?
Oh my goodness, no. Absolutely not. I mean, we're getting warmer. It's getting close. Ah. Perfect.
5 inches, huh? Let me guess, you prefer guys with dad bods too, and simps can find your content on that website that starts with only, right? And then the simps realize that the men she shoots content with practically live at the gym and are packing over 6 inches.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Serves you right.
Newsflash, I'm married.
And you think that's a flex and a gotcha combo, don't ya? By all means, continue the cringe.
But that's neither here nor there. Gentlemen, you're going to have to find a new insult, okay? Women don't care about being single anymore. Haven't you realized that most of them don't want to be wives, they don't want to be mothers, they have more money, more degrees, and property, travel the world, and are doing really well? Like, it's not an insult. Women are happily doing it.
Oh, sure. Women are happily single, and yet you're married, which means, in fact, that you weren't happily single.
Ironic.
So, ladies, cut the crap. No matter how strong and independent you claim to be, or how many times you try to convince yourselves that you don't need men, most of you will inevitably settle.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.